This is the Sportsline Podcast here on CHCH and Parrot TV. I'm your humble host, Bubba O'Neil. No doubt in this ram-jammed world of podcast, Sportsline is mighty unique as we highlight local athletes, teams, broadcasters, and executives from our own backyard right in the Golden Horseshoe. Today we focus on an event that requires its competitors to have discipline, high energy, endurance, and quite honestly, brute strength. Folks, the biggest strongman and strongwoman show in the province and the second largest in the country is being hosted right here in Hamilton. The best in Ontario will be squaring off in a head-to-head competition as these athletes flex their power, grit, and skill over a series of 5 events. Folks, last year's Provincial Showdown featured 125 competitors with different weight classes, all ranging from novice to senior. To give us the finer details of the sport and this can't-miss event in the Hammer are Liam Harrison, Annie Carver, and strongman and strongwoman executive Andrew Wilson. Thanks for joining us, guys. That's quite a mouthful. And you guys are quite a mouthful here on the Sportsline Podcast. Holy mackerel. We got some brutes here. Holy mackerel. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
This is great. I love events when we talk about on this podcast about that are not the typical big 4 sports. Obviously, you guys have a passion for weightlifting and, as I said, endurance and strength that is untouched and professional as anyone. I'm going to start with you, Andrew. This event, tell me a little bit about what's happening in the Hammer in just over a week from now.
So what we have is 26 classes ranging from adaptives, weight class, age categories, and there will be 5 events. So everyone will get to go and test themselves through these 5 events and basically see who's got the strongest, who's got the most endurance, and who prepared the best, right? At the end of it, there is a world's invite for the winner of every class, and then depending on how many people per class, you get an invite to nationals, which is being held September 26th and 27th in Quebec City.
This is not the first time this event has been in Hamilton.
This will be the first time this event has been in Hamilton.
Really?
There's
Okay.
been strongman events, but not of this magnitude.
So this is an opportunity for athletes of, I'm presuming, all ages, men, women. It's wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, we have teen categories, so we have like a 14-year-old boy that's competing. Then we have people who are in their 50s, pushing 60, that are also competing. So it's a sport for literally everybody.
This is fantastic. I mean, I think, as I said, I used the word Annie to talk about this sport and what you do. I think there's a couple of things that I want to talk about here. As I said, passion is certainly one of them. The training and the diet. There's just so many things that I think that would be for you to be at your peak performance. First of all, how did you get into this?
That would definitely be from Andrew. Yeah. We both went to the same gym. I was more on the other side where it was functional fitness classes, kind of Olympic lifting, a little bit more endurance, some running. I would almost say CrossFit style. And Andrew was on the other side of the gym doing the strongman training. He saw me lifting. We were already friends on Instagram, and he just saw one of my videos, messaged me and said, "Why don't you do strongman?" I said, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to be that good." And he goes, "It's 60 seconds of hard work." And I said, "That's about right for me. I can do that."
But what made you, like, as you said, yeah, okay, you got that sort of invite and that little push. Did you find it something that was much more difficult than what you were normally doing?
I think it's a different discipline.
Okay.
Absolutely. You're never bored because there's always so many different events and different implements, and you're going to find what you really like. And then even events that you're not so great at, you get encouraged by your coaches and other competitors in the events as well to just do your best. So there's a passion, and the community kind of keeps you driven as well, and your coaches keep you driven. And yeah, it's just.
Did you play other sports? Like, what was this the only thing you did up to this point?
No, actually, up until this point, I had never really done any powerlifting or lifting at all. I had done some sports as a kid, and then
what sports? Sorry, I got to ask.
Oh no, it's like soccer. I'd done like some soccer as a kid. Really, that's really about it. And after graduating university, had some kids and kind of settled down and realized kind of after COVID or mid-COVID that I really wanted to get back into something that was more for me and that would help me feel better about myself. And just joining the gym that we were at, which was Just Be Strong Gym, that community just kind of really embraces you. And I started picking up weights, and you kind of realize that you can do anything once you pick up weights, and you're way stronger than you think you are. And when you have that community behind you, like, you can pick up anything.
Well, you just said some very powerful things, but the most powerful thing you just said there, did you just say you were a mom?
Yes, of 2 girls.
I guess they listen to you.
I'm not that strong. They like to come to classes. They like to come to strongman practices with me as well. So that's really fun.
Well, Liam, what about you? Like, how'd you all get into this? I mean, was there something else you did, or like, how did you get pulled to this end of the sport?
I just discovered this sport randomly, to be honest. I was a big football guy. My
What'd
dad.
you play?
I played 1 year, 8th grade in Ticats. I played all 4 years in high school for Sir Winston Churchill. Great school, by the way. All 4 years of CJFL, 3 years for the Hamilton Hurricanes, and 1 year for the London Beefeaters, which is great. Somewhere along that line, I discovered randomly strongman, and if you ever watched History's Strongest Man on the History Channel, big names like Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw, Robert Oberst, Nick Best, they discovered like all these different strength feats in the whole history of the world, and they try to replicate that and even beat it. That's where I was like, dude, this is alpha male stuff. I want in on this. This is amazing. And how I would say got into it. My dad knew a few connections at work, and then she linked me over to Andrew, who is now my coach. Great coach, by the way, I'd say. And I've been loving it ever since. This is my 2nd year as a novice strongman, and I've been loving it.
That's amazing. That's amazing, because there was a passion there that you wanted to follow. But you followed but were there certain adjustments? Because I would think the discipline and all the things that you need to do to prepare to play football might be different, or are they similar?
A little bit similar. If I were to make more of a comparison, obviously individual sport and then team sport, very different. But where football is more, even in practice, like more go, 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 is like you're moving on from one drill right to the other, hardly any break. Strongman is more, you need to give 100% of your strength, your endurance, and your effort on this one like event or lift or whatever it may be, and just hope for the best, really.
So you've obviously had some success, I'm sure, in all of your early trials throughout this sport. Can you kind of name a couple?
So this year, just for an example, I've done, this would be, going into provincials would be my 6th. I've done 5. I've done the weight pit in Whitby, came 1st place in that.
Well, congratulations.
I did Goliath Games. That was, I forgot where that was, but I came 2nd place in that. Muskoka Mayhem, obviously in Muskoka. 2nd place in that again. And his show, Battle of the Brink, 1st place. He likes to flex on that sometimes. And did a little fun show at Dunville, the Mudcat, where we had to flip a car and all that stuff. 3rd place. Had to compete against him too.
Nice, a little extra pressure there.
A little extra pressure, yeah.
So I guess, I mean, and this is opening my eyes here, that so there's actually, as he said, and you kind of said this off the top, there are different events. So, but I mean, you're all in different locations. So in some ways, it's kind of a huge community across the province, and I guess across the nation as well too, that maybe you may be competing against someone you may know, or someone that may have beaten you before that you want to get again, that's in a whole different hood. It's got to be a wonderful sort of thing in terms of competition.
Oh, it definitely is. Like, so for our season, there's 3 stages you have, or 4 stages. You have your regional, so that's like the smaller shows he was talking about, where they're all over Muskoka, Sudbury, Ottawa. They're all over Ontario in Canada. Then we'll do the provincials. So provincials, everyone who qualifies there comes here to this show. Then from this show, you get to qualify for the nationals, which is in Quebec, and then from there you get invites to the 3 different worlds, which would be the Arnold Sports Festival, Pro Strongman League, and then official Strongman Games. So there's a lot of levels, and like there's a lot of my friends like live in Calgary and BC and stuff, and you get to see them at the big shows. So it's all like, you know, you're jabbing at each other on Instagram back and forth, you know, like, oh, I think I could have done one more rep, and then you get to meet up at some point, and then you get to compete against these people. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful community.
That's a great thing. Let me get back to this in terms of preparation for an event. I mean, and how you two would be preparing for an event like this. Obviously, there has to be some type of turning off of other things, I would think, as you focus upon what the task is at hand. Can we start with diet, like, or are there changes to what you normally would do?
I believe that diet is a big factor into this, especially when I started. Something I didn't really pay attention to. I just thought lifting weights, just getting stronger, endurance, but then you really realize as you get more competitive or even kind of further up on the pro level or amateur level, the diet plays a massive factor. You have to pay attention to what you eat. You should be paying attention. Food is fuel. So you need so much fuel during these shows, and it doesn't just start that day, it starts months in preparation. Hydration, the right fuel to fuel your body. What you put in is how good you're gonna feel. So.
Give me a typical breakfast.
I have the same breakfast every single day for me, and honestly, because I usually go to the gym around 9:30 in the morning anyways, so it's usually like a bagel with some butter and some milk. I've got some carbs in there, I've got some fats in there, I've got some proteins in there. I just feel good. I don't feel heavy at the beginning of my workout. I'll usually have like a small snack during my workout, which is like some carbs, some graham crackers, kind of keeps you going, some quick sugars, and then by the end you just feel good, nice and tired.
Andrew, a lunch, typical lunch.
I eat more than that. So for my coach has me eating 300 grams of ground chicken, 300 grams of rice, and I get 250 grams of sliced pineapple.
All right, big fella, your dinner.
I would give an example: big 8-ounce steak.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Some shrimp, some carbs, maybe some like mac and cheese or something. Some little vegetables, a whole Caesar salad. That's really about it.
Now, just take this the right way. And remember who's talking here, okay? Would that be on the preparation, or is that just what you would normally eat?
Normally, that's what I eat, honestly.
Wow.
I've honestly, like, adapted my diet. Even, like, during football, I've kind of, like, adapted my diet, like, inspired by, like, big strongmen. Because I played defensive lineman back in the day.
Okay.
And that still requires, like, big, like...
Yeah, for sure. But it's interesting, in that sport, the defensive lineman, it's that short burst of quick power, right? And then you kind of rest for 30 seconds, and then another play.
Yeah.
Would that kind of sort of energy burst, is it the same in this sport?
Depends on the event, but
Right.
yeah, for some, like, big lifts, like, maximal amount of weight, kind of the same. Kind of the same.
All right, guys, this is the fun part that I really want to get into, because I look at these events, I did a little bit of research, but I need to know from the experts, and we'll start with you here. The 5 events that you're going to have at this card are going to be, list them off, I'm sure.
So it's a yoke run. So you're going to pick up a yoke on your back, and you're going to run 50 feet, drop it, turn around, pick it up, and run 50 feet back. Okay. There's a circus dumbbell, so that's like the big circus-looking dumbbells where you got to pick it up with one, you get it up here with one hand, and you got to press it overhead.
Okay.
There will be a trap bar deadlift, so like the side handle deadlift from the floor for reps. That's in a minute. There is a loading medley. So the loading medley is 3 different implements. You have a keg, which is loaded up with sand or lead shot. You have a sandbag, and then you have an Inukshuk. So the Inukshuk, basically, it's a sandbag that looks like the famous Inukshuks you see on the side of the highways. And yeah, so you have to pick up those, and you have to throw them over the bar. So see how fast you can do them. And then the last event will be tire flip. Just get a real big tire, and you have a minute to see how many times you can get that thing back and forth.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to get deeper into each one here. Annie, we're going to start with you. We got some video here. The circus dumbbell, just to explain to me, and as I said, we got some pictures that video that we'll run as well too, on is this exactly what you'll be doing?
Exactly. Right. That's exactly it. There are kind of certain different types of circus dumbbell. That one's a plate-loaded one. That's why you see the opening at the tops You can put plates in there and then clip them, so you can kind of increase the weights as you would like with that specific dumbbell. And then you have ones that are more round, where you put the sand or the lead shot in, and those are kind of, obviously they're harder to change that weight. But they both kind of come with their challenges.
Where is the strength coming from for you or this man to be doing what's going on here?
Lots of legs.
Okay.
Oddly enough, you would think because it's an overhead press event, which is very true, but it's your legs. You need that momentum to carry it up, and really your arm and your back are just stabilizing that dumbbell once it's over your head, but it's really that push. And your lats and your arms are really just kind of stabilizing everything. So to get that momentum, it's really just, pure force off the ground, get it stabilized onto your shoulder, and then use your legs to push it up.
I have to ask this question. Like, it's different weights, you're pushing yourself, you're going higher and higher in weight. Are there times where you're lifting and like, I can't do this?
There are definitely times where it feels good right when you get set, and then you go to push it, and you kind of know in that first 2 seconds, this is not going up. And you got to move, or it's going to hit you. You got to move.
Don't need that. Don't
You
need
gotta
that.
move.
But on the flip side, when you get up there, what does that feel like?
Oh, it's the best feeling. It feels like nothing. It feels like nothing. When you're able to get it up there and everything goes right and everything feels amazing, it feels like there's nothing above your head. And in that moment, you're just stoked.
All right, Liam, take me to the Yoke 50 event.
Yoke 50. Oh, literally, if you see like a squat rack randomly, it's literally shaped like that. You're just carrying that massive thing with the weights at the back there.
This is insane.
Oh yeah. You'd be carrying like
How
close to
far
like
are you going for?
50 feet one way and then back.
Because I would think I'm just looking at this here. There's the bars, which I'm sure weigh a certain amount, and then there's weights upon that.
Yep.
Like, how do you train for this event?
Just raw dogging and doing it. That's really how you do it.
Wow, it is amazing to me. Like, and again, what body parts or what are required and mentality to complete this feat?
Obviously legs, but mainly, I would say full body, to be honest. Everything is braced while your legs are doing the running, the moving. It's a lot, and a lot of footwork's involved, more or less, because, I did a lot of footwork back in football. Fast feet while you're doing this. You don't want to take big strides doing this, or else you'll tire yourself out and you may fail. Fast feet and like short steps, that's the key to do it.
Well, amazing. Okay, the trap bar, my friend.
So trap bar is it's pretty simple. We'll see what he's going to do here. So yeah, basically just like that. And it's the low bar is going to be the same as what we're doing now. So basically you have the straps on your hands, so that way you don't have to worry about your grip. It's just basically you're working on your legs and your lower back, your core, and just drive through the floor and get that bar up, full lockout, fully standing up. You'll get a down command and you drop it down and then you do it again. So you have a full minute to do it. So these guys got some pretty serious weights. I believe Liam's around 500 pounds and yours around 350.
And you?
Well, I'm hosting, so.
when you're training.
If I were to compete, I'm in the 120 class. So the 120 class, I believe, is 600 pounds.
Oh my God! Then stress on your knees must be incredible.
Well, when you're doing your training, like you make sure that like you're working on things, right? You're making sure that your legs and your joints and your ligaments, everything's being worked properly and taken care of. If you're having a day where you go in and your knee's a little bit sore, well, we back off. We don't push it at that time, right? The whole point with these guys is they lead up, and then a couple weeks out, they're about as strong as they can be. And then the last couple weeks is just stay as healthy as you can be. So then when it's showtime, you're as rested as your body will allow you to, and then you just give her.
Okay. I guess so. Again, it just take me into a little history here. What do you think would be the world record for something like that, for just to lift that way?
For the trap bar? Oh, it's got to be, like I've seen some videos of guys like Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall doing like 1,200 pounds.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
that's insane.
There's a few people that compete in our shows. One of the guys, he's a U105, so 231 pounds, and he's pulled 1,000 pounds on his trap bar. So
just One time?
Just one time, yeah.
Yeah, hey, no offense.
Just once.
Just want to make sure here. Okay, Annie, the loading melody to me is the wildest of them all because it seems to require so much, and I guess there's. I mean, we're seeing here some kegs and stuff like that, and these anvils. I guess you could really just do anything, but it requires again an incredible amount of endurance. And in this case here, and I don't know if this is going to be a situation for what you guys are going to be doing, you're being timed.
Yes. Yes. So usually it can be split into two different, usually for loading medleys, it's time. It's time. Sometimes there can be like a distance, which I believe in nationals they've kind of alluded to, where it's sandbag over bar, you grab the sandbag on the other side, you run back, and it's just how many times you can do it within that minute. But for us, it's time to get those 3 implements over the bar.
And this has got to be a favorite of yours as well, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. It's working strength.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very, can I say this, a very blue collar kind of thing, like just lifting and loading and without stopping. I got to ask, what part of each one of those things that you would lift would be your favorite, or they think that you do the best?
Like in terms of what object to load?
Yeah, the object, I guess, would be, yeah.
I mainly train with sandbags, so I would say that'd be the safest bet. I've loaded everything, though.
Really?
I've loaded essentially almost everything, except the stone. We're not doing the stone, but I heard that was pretty tough.
Because those kegs look like they're tough, too.
The kegs are very tough to do because there's a couple ways of doing it. Some people pick them up straight up, and some people turn them on their side. But the thing is, as you have it on your side, if you're not strong enough in your back to keep it up against your chest as you lift it up, the keg will roll down.
Right.
So now you basically it's turned into a full body workout. You're gripping it, you're holding it, you're standing it, so your lower back, your legs, your upper back, everything is being engaged to get that keg up and over.
Right. And in your event, what would you rephrase this? In your event, what will be required in this medley?
So there'll be 3 implements. For the women, it's 46 inches, and for the men, it's 52 inches. They have to load over. There'll be the keg, which will be first, then a sandbag, which is just a cylinder, and then the Inukshuk at the end, which is kind of, it almost looks like a really heavy baby.
Right. What are the approximate weights?
So for Liam's, they're all around 250 pounds to 275, I believe.
Yep.
I'm
and
200,
then yours,
185, and 200.
yeah.
And then the average time?
The average time, so for the really quick people, they're probably going to be done in like 15 seconds. But then there's also the issue comes in where you have like the lighter classes. So a U80 is probably not 6'4". So they have to get that same weight and try to get it over basically eye level. So now those guys are going to be pushing the 40, 50 second range, right? So there'll be a good range of times.
I'm amazed. And Andrew, I saved this one for you because I think this one I could see you just pulling off the tire flip. The tire flip looks like it's insane, as we talked about some of the weights of some of these tires. Like this isn't this is on your SUV tire, right? These are something special.
These are big boy tires.
These are actually very similar to the tires that Liam's going to be flipping.
Yeah.
Really? What's the average weight of one of these tires?
So these are probably in the since it's an SCL show, it's probably in the 800 to 900 pound range.
And this one guy is just kicking everyone's ass. It's amazing to me.
It's big endurance too.
Yeah, and what again? Body parts to flip a tire and flip it again and again and again. What kind of strength is needed? What part of your body are you using? Is it every part of your body?
It's a combination of a lot, to be honest, because then again, you're picking the tire up and you're placing it on the knee when you have the safe place. And then from there, you're just pushing it and flipping it over. And then for this event, we're literally circling right around it and doing it again. So back and forth and back and forth. And I think the tire that I got, or at least the one that I've been training with at our gym, was around 710 pounds or so.
Annie, what about you when you hit these tires?
It's a beautiful combination of endurance. You have to go hard, and you want to go hard with every event. And like you said, you're flipping it, running around, flipping it again. So you want to go fast, but you also don't want to burn out. So you have to find this really nice balance where you know that you can be faster than everybody else, but you can still get that flip every single time. Because even missing one flip and having it slide back down, even those few seconds can cost you a first place.
Right.
So
I mean, and I keep going to the physical, but what about the mental? Like, when you're, where do you put yourself? Like, when you're in the midst of competition, where's your head?
It is so hard not to be nervous. And I think those first couple competitions when you're new, the adrenaline kind of gets a hold of you, and that's where you can make mistakes. More recently, as you practice and as you enter in more competitions, which is just so important to enter in more competitions and get more experience. Honestly, they say athlete ready, 3, 2, 1, go, and everything shuts off. I don't hear anybody, I don't see anybody. It's just what I need to do. It's just what I need to get done. And it's kind of like some peace and quiet for like 60 seconds in my brain, even though you're it looks like you're panicking, but you're not. But it's just, you have to shut out everything and go crazy. Because you know how to do it. You've trained for this, you've prepped for this. You have to be confident in your prep work and in your coaches and in your diet. And after that, you can just let everything go and go absolutely crazy.
Andrew, what about you? Like, again, I guess everyone will be different, but on the mental aspect of it, to compete and be as good as you want to be, where do you go, or what are you thinking about?
We just have to lock in. So this is something I'm learning a little bit myself. Honestly, when the timer starts, or like when they say go, I picture myself just completely alone with the weight I'm doing, and it's just me and the weight. Nothing else, and I just do my thing.
Amazing. Coach, you got to be pretty happy with your little proteges here and how far they've come. They sound like they're really loving the sport. That they sound like, as you said, I used the word locked in. You got to be pretty proud.
Oh, they're fantastic. Like they work hard. They do everything they need to do. They, if anything, they push me when I'm doing my competitions too. So it's a good team to have.
And again, you say you still are competing. How long will you compete for?
Well, so this year Nationals, I turned 39 the day before Nationals. So this will be my last year in weight class. Then next year, I don't know, we'll see if the body keeps holding up. But I love it. Like this is fun. The adrenaline for it, like you said, like when you get that dumbbell overhead and you have all these people in front of you and you just did something, you just hit a big PR, and it's something that you always chase.
It's amazing. Yeah. And when I look at the registration and all that kind of stuff too, I did notice novice. What would that age be?
So novice could be anybody.
Okay.
So we have lightweight and heavyweight novice for the men and women, and that's for just like anybody who wants to just get into it. So we have some people that are in their 40s that they've never tried. We actually have a woman up in Elliott Lake. She's in her 60s and has never lifted weights ever in her life, and just said, you know what, I want to try. And now she comes out to the competitions, and like she may not hit every single weight, but like tries every time, right? So the novice is for. It keeps the weights light enough that like Liam, he just got into it last year, right? So while you're getting used to like pushing a log or lifting kegs and things you've never tried before, while you're kind of getting used to it, you have like a safe spot where it's like you're not going up against guys who are going to Canada's Strongest Man. You're going against guys who are your same level, like still learning, right? And then once you get a year or two under your belt, then next year he's gonna go into throw him into the fire and see how he does.
Are you ready?
Feel ready, man.
Are you ready? Now, as I saw talk about novice, I also saw masters. What would that be?
So masters, we have lightweight and heavyweight, 40 plus. So for the women, it's U73, and for the men, it's U105. So there's two classes for that, and then there is 50 plus, which is just open class. So
50 plus as in 50 years old.
50 years old.
So I could still compete.
You could.
I could get in there.
And at provincials, in our masters classes, our 50 plus for men and 50 plus for the women are the largest in the masters. Like they outnumber the 40 plus.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a late passion in life.
Yeah. Oh, and they are passionate. That is. that is definitely one way to describe them.
Wow, amazing. Okay, let's give you. I would love to do this at this point of the podcast. I'm going to give you an opportunity to sell the event. We've got a board up there. How do people register? Even people, I guess it would be fans as well too that just want to watch and you go ahead, sell it.
All right, so we have on July 18th at the Bill Lawfield Arena, we'll be running the Strongman Corp Provincials. So we'll have 140 athletes, all different weight classes, all different age categories. The best in Ontario are all going to be coming out to give everything they have over these 5 events, and there's going to be a lot of people working really hard. It's open to the public. We want people to come watch. We want people to come see and help cheer, because the more people that are there, the harder these guys are going to work. So if you want to come see people throwing down and see some crazy things being thrown around, around 9:30 in the morning is when we're going to kick off, and it should run until about 4 o'clock. So it'll be the event of the year.
I guarantee you, I will be there to cheer you guys on. I will be there. I can't wait to see this. If you want to take it one step further, I don't know if it's too late. Is it too late to register? Or?
It is too late to register.
Okay.
So for registration, you have to qualify for this show. So you would have had to do a regional event. But if you would like to get into it next year, you can follow us on Instagram, Strongman Corp. So Ontario Strongman Corp. You can follow Strongman Corp Canada, and even the website strongmancorpcanada.ca. Everything, all the information's on there. You can reach out to us directly and ask us questions. I can point you in the direction depending on where you live. I can send you to the closest gym that's got equipment for you. I can show you the anywhere where you can get into competitions. We run one every year in Niagara Falls at the Station 5 Fire Department. Every year, the end of May, there's a qualifier there. There's one in Cambridge as well. So there's a couple that are pretty close to here.
Well, you're doing some really wonderful things here, and as I said, you always have just the big normal sports as well too, and it's great to see. I'm going to call it a niche sport that people are learning more about. Hopefully, they've learned, people that have watched this podcast, a little bit about what you guys do, what you guys are passionate about, and as I said, maybe there's going to be a couple out there that say, "Hey, I want to do that," or "I'm really into that." So I would wish you good luck in your competition. Like I said, I'm going to hold me to my word, unless I will be there at some point to watch you guys what you do. I think it's amazing what you guys are doing, and it's great that you're running these types of events. So thank you on behalf of the community. Great stuff.
Well, thank you for having us.
Well, anytime. Let me know. We'll do this again next year.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, folks, that's your Sportsline podcast for the day. And if you've just seen and heard, and I don't know, can you be any more passionate? Can you not love what these guys are doing? Love talking sports, folks. Now, if you do know of an athlete, team, or event to promote the Sportsline podcast, would like to hear from you. By the way, we are searching for the next CHCH Rising Star as our Athlete of the Month. If they're 21 years or under, from the Golden Horseshoe and showcase exceptional performance, grit, and character, please nominate them today. Upload a video and photos along with a description of their excellence to chch.com/rising star. Then tune into CHCH News during the first Thursday of each month starting in August to see who wins. As for the podcast, please hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe button. If you have something to say, we always appreciate your fine comments. Start lifting some weights, folks. For the wonderful people that make the Sportsline podcast possible, thank you so very much, and we'll see you real soon.